I wonder why in my realm of people, I planned for me to masturbate with a tree when I was like in first grade.
No, it's because your friend pranked you and wrote that down in your data.
Oh, yeah, hey, this time you do mine.
Yeah.
And I'm humping the fuck out of a pole.
They're looking down, going, "That's not what I meant." Okay, this is gonna be a real serious one, and it's not the one you think, Nick. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna ruin your business for you.
Yeah, tell us how much you hate Chinese people again.
That's already on camera.
This, I think, you will have to dig to the depth of your soul to answer this without joking. Okay, tell me your serious answer. What do you actually think happens after you die?
Whoa!
Oh, shit.
I've been studying this right now.
Studying it,
Yes.
How do you study it? Like, you've just been researching?
like in yourself.
No. Okay.
Like, you've been trying to kill yourself? What do I see? What do I see? What do I see?
I see a light.
Somehow I landed on this near-death experience video. And I was like, oh, this is interesting, right? Like, how many more are there? And there's literally whole channels dedicated to hundreds of these videos. And I looked into ChatGPT, and then I was like, because first off, I go, there might be a lot of liars, copycats that go, oh, this will get me attention, you know? And then so...
Because they're technically talking about something no one's ever seen or known or whatever.
Yeah, so how can you know, right? So I wrote down and I asked ChatGPT, I was like, is there ever a story? I mean, is there ever a study that was done on near-death experiences? And then it's actually been a thing for like 30, 40 years. And a real good sample size too of independent different groups. And I was like, okay, cool. What are the reoccurring things that they say they witness?
Like, what are the common denominators?
Yeah. Because I was like, that probably is going to be the most reliable evidence. And then there was a reoccurring theme.
And you're talking about people that their heart stopped and they were resuscitated.
Literally dead. And then declared dead. And then so they filtered all of the things. And I said, just tell me all the things that were commonly repeated over and over, because I want to know, like if a person who died in New York, in Japan, in Africa, all have the same.
They all saw the light and the tunnel and they walked to it.
Yeah. And then so first stage,
They all shit themselves?
That does happen.
they have an out of body experience.
Oh, they see themselves?
Oh, yeah. Like, they're in the corner of the room or something.
And then they don't recognize that it's them
Whoa.
until they go, oh, wait, that's me. So they get out, right? So some people don't pass this stage. Like, they'll see themselves being operated on. And then the crazy thing is...
Oh, it's like a live shot of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like a third camera in the room or fly on the wall.
And then the crazy thing is, they'll hear stuff. Like, what the doctors say, what the people say. And then some people can even, like, what do you call it? Like, astral project to another place. Like, they're in the waiting room. And then their family's like worried and they're discussing and they hear them. When they come back, they go, I remember what you guys were talking about. You said this or this and this, and it's confirmed.
That's crazy.
That's the first stage. The second stage is the light, the tunnel. So they go through this vortex tunnel. And a lot of people say they feel calm and it's all darkness, but they're like relaxed.
I heard some of the things I read was like, it felt like a warm blanket or something like that.
Yeah, super peaceful, but it's dark and like it's like space, right? And then they go through a tunnel. And when they go through a tunnel, they do see the light. And then they go through the light, and then that's when they go to the other realm. When they're at the other realm, like, and I asked another one where it was like cross-culturally, because some people, like, let's say your religion is like Christianity or whatever, they say they typically run into something that is their religion to feel comfortable. So like some people say they meet Jesus, some people say that, but the common thing is they find a dead ancestor, like a grandma or a brother or whoever passed away, to greet them there. So someone friendly to greet them, to explain to them what's going on. A lot of the times they talk about seeing a grassy field or a beautiful garden that's like pristine and like whatever.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. So these are all the stages that people see. Some people, they go into the heaven, like not heaven, but like a kingdom. Like they see like golden skyscrapers and everyone like doing their thing. And another one is, you know, everything. Like you just know everything about the past, present, future, everything. And some people be dead for like 1 minute, but they're like, dude, it was like Inception where I spent 15 years there.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So another thing,
Was it one of them? Your whole life flashes before your eyes.
so it's called a life review. So what ends up happening is a lot of people will see like a movie, and then all their friends and family that passed away, they say like it's a big event. So you come over and then you watch, and then you watch everything like from start to finish, and then the game is, and then so I wanted to know like at that point what is the reason for life, right? And then this to me is a clear evidence of what the reason is. So when we're like spiritual entities, we want to come, so we all choose to come to Earth, and this is the reoccurring thing that everybody says that's gone through this experience.
And get born. Like we wanted to come to Earth and get born.
We want to come here because in order to upgrade, we have to go through struggle. So like in that side of the world, everything's perfect. Everything's love, everything's accepting, there's no struggle. So like we have this overconfidence of like, yeah, we could handle Earth. So there's different realms, and each realm is like to help you upgrade. Like imagine each realm's like a different gym. Like this one helps you with endurance.
That's such a Buddhist philosophy. That's
For real.
crazy. Right? Yeah.
For real.
And then so Earth realm is a realm of struggle, pain, and all that stuff. And then so the thing is, the test is, can you still stay a loving, good person in the Earth realm when you're going through shit? And that's like the whole theme and the whole like purpose of life is like, can you love people that harm you? And then so it's kind of goes back to Christianity's rule. Everything is like, can you still love each other after someone's harmed you? Can you forgive? Can you like love your enemy? Can you do all these things? Because when we're spirits, we go easy. I could fucking love. No. And then you plan it out. This is what you're going to do. You have like different milestones. That's okay. At this age, you're going to go through bullying. At this age, you're going to go through like a crazy disease. At this stage, someone's going to beat you up, right? So you have all these milestones that you kind of choose with like a mentor. And then you kind of map it all out. All right, I'll do that. And then we have a group of 30 people that we're all friends with. And then we choose different lifetimes. It's like a game. It's like we go into the game with like, all right, this time you're going to be my girlfriend. And then this time you're going to be my dad. And then you know what? You're going to abuse me. You're going to beat me up. And then so we have these roles that we agree upon. It's called life contract. And then we go, all right, let's go into the game and try to better ourselves. So then at the end of the game, when you die, you review it and you go, did you do all the things you wanted to do and experience? And did you react the way you thought you were? And then you upgrade as a spiritual being because like, I guess in that realm, the only way to upgrade is to go through struggle, and there is no struggle. So like some spiritual high level beings, like they went through a lot of different realms and then they went through different experiences. And then so when you're like a new soul, you're just like, man, I want to be like them. Where did you go? And they're like, oh, I went to Earth. And I guess Earth is like top level. It's like hard mode. But it's crazy, man, and reincarnation, all this stuff. And so a lot of these NDE people, depending on what stage, like some people, they don't see the light. They only saw, they get the outer body and then they go back in. Some people, they get to that stage, they spend the whole time, they come back with an elaborate story. But then it's fucking nuts, dude. Like, I'm just deep diving hella in this whole thing. Yeah.
But what do you think for you? Like, do you believe all of that? 100% of it?
It's the closest thing that makes sense to me.
That makes sense to you. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because there's so many people that say the same things from separate people. And there's even like a 1800s book called like, it's called the Book of Spirits or some shit like that. But this guy approached it scientifically and he asked mediums and other people questions separately. And they would give them answers after they go through a trance or whatever. And then he only took the things that were said by like multiple mediums and psychics. So if they said, and then from different parts of the country. So I'm like, if that also matches with the NDE and it's just the game of numbers and volume, I feel like if it's being said by like 10,000 people, that makes sense to me.
I wonder why in my realm of people, I planned for me to masturbate with a tree when I was like in first grade.
That's part of the struggle.
I'm like,
Your friend pranked you and wrote that down in your data.
oh, yeah, like, hey, this time you do mine.
Yeah.
And I'm humping the fuck out of a pole.
Childhood horniness against poles, yeah.
That comes with the territory, dude.
You know why?
You gotta battle against it.
But you know why it makes the most sense to me? Because I feel like it actually fits with all the religions.
That whole concept is very Buddhist. Right? So, and there's one of the main Buddhist scriptures, because there's like so many like different books, but one of the ones that I'm the most familiar with, because I feel like my mom made me memorize it. That in that one, they talk about how many like they don't even use units like millions or whatever. It'll be like eons or like whatever. I don't know how many fucking millions and billions of worlds there are. Yeah. But yeah, you do go to different. You can. Once you pass away in a blink of an eye, you can go to any single fucking world that you want to. And when you go there, you do experience different things. They didn't say it in a way of training, but they do say Earth is a place for you to kind of practice sorrow. Hurt. There's like four main things. It's like sorrow, despair. I forgot what it was, but it's like some bad stuff. But once you can transcend, and you can go to the next level and next level and next level. And then so when I was a kid, I was trying to like wrap my head around, well, how does like Christianity and Buddhism and how does all these things fit into this? And the way what it was explained to me is God is the God of earth. So even though you're on your journey, God is on his journey actually. He hasn't fully transcended either. He's only the God of the earth world. So and each person's lifetime, it's like the higher you go on the hierarchy, the longer your lifespan is. So when you're a human, you only have up to like 80, 100 years. God, because he is a God, he has about like, I don't know, fucking 1,000,000 years or something. So from the human's perspective, he's eternal, but he isn't eternal because his million clock is gonna tick too, and then it's time for him to recycle and go into the other shit. Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
That's a cool idea.
But it all kind of fits into whatever
realms, and in reaching different levels of what do you call it? Not nirvana, enlightenment, right? Each stage, because I do have like a memory of a child being a baby, and then like remembering, I'm like, why the fuck am I here? Like, I don't want to be here.
That was your first thought?
I suppose I remember crying as a fucking kid.
Was it at Sumitomo Bank? Why am I in the lobby here?
No, but the feeling of it was not again.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
You know the feeling of like, this, like a fucking, we already went through this shit.
Japanese baby.
Someone
Japanese again?
Someone pranked you.
But have you guys ever felt that? Like, because in a lot of my eyes too, like I always thought if you didn't do the things you needed to do in life, if you weren't a good person or you didn't live up to the expectation, you would always, there was a part of me that always felt that you would get just reshuffled and just sent right back.
Oh, like exactly the same road?
Or maybe not the same person, but maybe something on the same level. But I just always thought that concept of just getting reshuffled back into existence.
Did you grow up Buddhist? Or you just
No, not really.
Wow.
I've always felt that.
Like, hey, you like it's like saying like you missed the point, do it again.
Yeah. I always thought there was an aspect of that, you know? And I do believe once you do the things you're supposed to do in life, you get to ascend, or like kind of what Joe was saying. And it kind of feels that way. And when you said like, oh, fucking not again, I do feel like, yeah, bro, I kind of always felt that feeling myself.
Of like, you didn't finish. Yeah.
How do you explain like when a baby's born and it just has leukemia and dies in like 2 years or something?
That might just be the mission.
That's the mission.
Yeah, because the mission might be, the life contract was with the parents and being like, I'll just die real quick. And then like, but the real lesson is so that you can learn how to mourn children.
Oh, damn.
So it's like a group thing. That's part of the group. So like we could have made a deal together up there to be like, but in our past life, we could have been sworn enemies. And we could have been like, like whatever. But it's like it's almost like, hey, we're gonna play Sims together, and then different characters.
Yeah, and when you're looking at it from that perspective, it doesn't feel like scary and intimidating to do that.
Because that's one of the biggest reoccurring things is that once you're out there on that side, it's like the most euphoric love, warmth, safety, calmness that you just can't explain in the human realm. Because we're around constant fear, anxiety, worry, and all that.
I do wonder why we're the only real conscious beings. You know, like every other animal, they just have primal.
They're just on autopilot with instincts.
Yeah, they go, oh, squirrel. Even though there's fucking 20 cars on the freeway, I'll get the squirrel.
Some people still act like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But we're like the only ones that we can kind of think, plan. We have a will.
And we're remarkably fragile for being so clever with these things. You know what I mean? Like the survivability depended so much.
Yeah, you fucking cut us and we just bleed out.
Yeah.
We're not like an armadillo.
And I think that's part of the game, right? That's part of it. That we're very vulnerable.
Before I even got into the deep dive of this, Hannah told me like she always had this like dream or memory of like being in the heaven realm and her mom teaching her how to use her limbs. Like, this is what they do down there. This is how you walk. And then so she was like learning the rules. And I'm like, and then I found out that a lot of these people that went to that realm, they get a rundown of how this world works and how to use this world and what family you'll be in and what kind of family they are. And so you choose all these things like a video game character. And I'm like, this also fits with the simulation theory like crazy, right? So I'm like, dude, all this stuff, I fucking love it.
It's in line with the simulation theory very well. That's the scariest part.
Because life is pain. Am I right, guys? No?
That's what Siddhartha said.
Yeah, but I think that's also part of it. Like, it goes back to what Joe was saying. It's like, it's part of, we have to go through the struggle.
Can you still withstand it and still be the...
Yeah, and still be a somewhat of a good person. Because it's way easier to be a piece of shit. And trust me.
I'm
a piece of
no
shit.
more. I don't hump any trees anymore.
But I don't think that would get you in hell.
Really?
Nah.
You chose to come on a tetherball pole.
That might get you in hell, though.
They're looking down going, that's not what I meant.